Tell me when you're on.
Yeah.
Okay, and first you're gonna just go ahead, you're gonna cut it in half. Now you don't have to obsess about the measurements, okay? Next you're gonna give yourself a 1-inch border on each side. 1 inch, 1 inch. Okay, this side, 1 inch, and then 1 inch. Brilliant! And then gonna go ahead, you're gonna give yourself that 1-inch margin on the left and the right. Next, you should have about 10 inches. So just go ahead, check, make sure you have 10 inches. We all have 10 inches. If you have 10 inches, say, yes, Miss Copera, we do.
Yes, Miss Copera, we do.
Brilliant, very good. And then every 2 inches, you're gonna go ahead and do a tick mark. Every 2 inches. Awesome. And then you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna make these lines across. Brilliant, fabulous. So now you should have all of these boxes. Okay, next you're gonna go ahead, you pick your color, you're gonna put your color out of the bottle. Try it in 2 different spots, once in the middle and then maybe once to the right. Okay, these are going to be your values. Okay, this is gonna be your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, your 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are gonna be your hues and these are gonna be your shades. Okay? Next, what you're gonna do, once you have your color out of the bottle, is you're gonna go ahead and you are gonna make your hue. But before you do that, you gotta rinse your brush really well. So come on, Shirley, come on, Edith, let's rinse your brushes. So when you're rinsing your brush, you wanna put the brush down in the bottom of the cup like this. So you are just pressing down like this. Do not stab the brush like this. If you are stabbing the brush like this, you're gonna hurt it. So you're just kind of pressing down and pulling the brush. Pressing down and pulling the brush. Okay, so that's what I'm doing in here. Then take your paper towel and go ahead and make sure you really wipe the brush and pull. Wipe and pull. And Shirley, if you could come over here so we can see multiple brushes doing the same thing. So wipe the brush and just really pull. And keep doing it. Pull, pull, rinse, rinse. So this is what I'm doing inside of the cup. Pressing, pulling, pressing, pulling. Again, do not stab your brush. Pressing, pulling. And what I'm doing is I'm really, if you could see closely, zoom in, Diana, I'm really pulling all the color out. That's what I'm doing by doing this. So you could even take a napkin and you can pull the color out like this. Really just pull it out. Okay, so there's no more. Okay, so now I'm pretty good. I only have a little bit of green left. You could go ahead, test. Okay, just have a little bit of green. It's mostly the water, so I'm good. Now I'm gonna deal with white. So I'm gonna take some of my white right outside of the bottle. And notice when I mix the white, I still have a little bit of green left in my brush. Okay, so when you are dealing with a hue, you only need a drop of the other color, a little drop. And then put it in. And then you have your first hue. That's your number 1 value. So you only need a little bit of the color when you're dealing with a hue. How much, guys? A little
bit of color.
Okay, when you're dealing with the hue. Yes, Edith, yes. So go over to your number 1 value, back to your value chart, zoom in, okay? And then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna try making your next value. Okay, now I'm noticing that I need a little bit more white. Now what you want to do is you want to try different number 1 values, because maybe you like this one, but maybe you think you could go even lighter, because this looks really green. Your number 1 should look almost green. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to add more white. Shirley, hand me more white. Hand me more white, and go ahead while I'm mixing. Look at this beautiful number 1 purple. Shirley, show your beautiful number 1 for turquoise. Show it, Shirley, show it. Show it, beautiful, right? So see, that's their number 1. But guys, let's try to do one that's even more white. So look back at the mixing tray, okay? So the color you're gonna need the most of is white during this project. So we're gonna add more white. I'm gonna try another number 1, right? So adding more white. Now for this one, I'm gonna mix, 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 mix. Okay, rinse. Okay, so again, mix your brush, guys, ladies. Mix your brush, ladies. Mix your brush. Okay, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna try another number 1. So zoom in, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my white and I'm just gonna separate it. And I'm gonna make one that's even a little lighter. So maybe I'll take the end of my brush right here. Little, zoom in more, Diana. Just a little tiny dot. Look at that little tiny dot. And then zoom in more. Okay, and I'm gonna put it inside. Just a little bit. Let's see if I can come up with one that's lighter. Okay, zoom in. Mix, 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 mix. Oh my gosh, it's looking the same. Okay, how are you guys doing? Are you coming out with a lighter number 1? Go ahead, zoom in. Zoom into the purple. Okay, we're coming out with a lighter number 1. Okay, zoom in. Okay, Shirley's still mixing. Okay, does that look lighter? Okay, let's see. Apply it to your value chart. See if it looks lighter. She's adding more white. Okay. Does it look lighter or does it look the same?
It looks lighter.
It looks lighter? Okay. I'm looking at mine and I think I want to I'm going to add even more white. So I'm going to take some more white and just pull it over. Even more white and even lighter. I want my number 1 to be almost white. Almost white. Okay, so look real close. See how it's a very light green. Okay, now I'm going to apply my number 1. So apply, 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 apply. Okay, number 1. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so how does that look? Do those look different? So when you're trying different number 1s, they should look different. So look, here I have a really, really light number 1. Okay, and you can look, zoom in. See, there's a difference between the white of the paper and this. So it's a very light green. Okay, next, what are we gonna do? We're gonna do our number
2.
We're gonna do our number 2. So check out, go see what Shirley's up to. Okay, so for the YouTube viewers at home, what do you think we need to do? We need to add more what? If we're gonna do our number 2, more what are we gonna add?
Black.
Nope, we're doing a hue. We don't mess with black yet.
Less white, more of the color.
Less white, more of the color. So guess what? You still have your number 2 right here. So you could just take your number 2, you could add more of the color. Okay, so go ahead, pull more of the color in. Okay, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. More of the color. Okay, brilliant. So now I'm gonna mix, mix, mix. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, I think I put too much color and that is dark. Do you see how quickly it gets dark? Okay, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Zoom in, zoom in right here. Okay, let's see how this looks for a number 2. Uh-oh, it looks the same. It looks the same, guys. I think I'm in trouble. Guys, my number 2 and my number 1 look the same here. But guess what? This might be a good number 2 for down here. So I'm gonna try it down here. Okay, oh, look. It's okay if you make it messy. This assignment is only about picking your colors. So that looks like a sudden change. Okay, what do I need to do to this one, to the viewers at home? I need to make it what?
A little darker.
I need to make it darker. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do an even darker one right now. Okay, so zoom in. Let's check out, see what's going on in Purple Land though. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful things happening in Purple Land. Okay, Shirley's still working on her number 2. We're gonna check in with her in a sec. Okay, mix, 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 mix. Okay, now I'm gonna try to make one that's a little darker than this. Okay, so I can fix that up. Okay, so here we go. And I think I need one a little lighter for right here. So I need one that's a little, go back here. So I have 2 problems. I need one that's lighter here, and I need one that is darker here. Okay, so first I'm going to start by making a darker color. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more, or you could even use the end of your brush, pull a little bit more, darker, 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 mixing, 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 mixing. Okay, now I'm going to apply it. Let's see how I do. Ooh, can I get an ooh from the audience members at home? Ooh, can I get an ah? Ah, okay, brilliant, 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 brilliant. Okay, okay, there we go. So this works well here. Okay, maybe I need to move this one here. So I'm going to actually move this one up here. And I'm going to change my color up here. So this project is really about finding those colors, finding those values, getting to know what your number 2 looks like, getting to know what your number 1 and number 3 look like. Okay, next we're going to go on to shades.